What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a video. Today we're going to talk about OKC versus Portland Trail Blazers. And this is a series that a lot of people feel like OKC should be the favorite, but they find themselves down 0-2, even though Portland took care of home by winning 2 games. They always say it starts when the game 3. They have to go to OKC and win a game because they have 2 games there. Obviously, Portland has been playing phenomenal. Their others have been better than any other time because they got Seth, they got Ennis, they have Rodney Hood, they more deeper, they have more versatility, and they got the shooting. And that's what we're saying the biggest difference is, the shooting. But I thought that OKC defense would be able to slow them down and get them into the game and make it a lot more closer. But even when the game was close in game 1, Dame and them was able to figure it out and close out that game. So I'm impressed by the Portland Trail Blazers. Even though I did pick OKC to win this series, I'm impressed by the stoicness of the Blazers, how focused they are, how good they have been playing. They've been playing real well, even without CJ and Nurkic, and they playing even better with him and CJ. They're a tough team to guard because of their guards. They break down the defense. They can handle the ball. They can shoot. They can play off the ball. And they decent playmakers and ball handlers. So at the end of the day, they're a tough cover, especially when the role players are stepping up and making plays. And that's been their biggest detriment. CJ and Dame have good games or they have a bad game, but they don't have enough people that can really step up and help them close out games. And I feel like they have had that right now. And that's the power that they need. And obviously, Yusuf Nurkic will be a huge upgrade. I think this series would probably be a lot more distance, and maybe I would have picked it different if they had Nurkic. I'm almost certain that I would have, because they have been playing phenomenal and having that anchor to be there, and a guy that can, at this point, Nurkic is playing his best basketball before the injury, rebounding, protecting the paint, setting screens, and passing. He added so much to his game. It's unfortunate that he went down. But Ennis plays with a lot of heart. He fights and he has will, and he's not scared of anybody. He's an enforcer. He's not the best defensive player, but he really feels that he can go and beat anybody. And he's not scared to go in somebody's face. He's not scared to defend his teammates, and he's not scared to play his game. And that's why he's in the NBA, and that's why he's getting these minutes, and that's why he's been making such a big impact on this series. And I expected that because he's going to get the minutes and he's going to get the opportunities. And anytime Enes Kanter puts up a lot of minutes, he puts up a lot of numbers because he's active. He's always moving. He's always into something, and that's what you want in a player, especially a big. But this team would have been real tough if they had Nurkic. But they still showing that they haven't gave up. Just because Nurkic is down, they still closed with the 3rd seed. Just because Nurkic went down, they're still trying to go out there and put out and lay it out on the floor. And that's what you want out of a team, especially one that's going through these things, that CJ is not 100%. And we still got to see their role players. There was just a lot of optimism going on with this Portland team, and they were the underdogs even though they was the 3rd seed because people was rooting for OKC. But what I will say is Portland has played well, and they have done the right things to take care of home court. And now at the end of the day, it's just about setting that tone going into OKC, playing the same way, not getting too egotistical, not getting too happy, just being smooth and even chill, and just going out there and focusing on winning this next game. Don't change too much. Make the proper adjustments. And OKC eventually going to have to start making shots. And that's what I told you guys. The biggest problem with this OKC team is they're a little inconsistent defensively, and they can't shoot. They just don't make enough shots. And that's why I thought their defense would come in and close up the Portland Trail Blazers and make the shots tough and that will even out the shooting. Because if you can make the shots tougher and you can force them to take tougher shots, that gives you transition opportunities. Not only that, it gives you opportunities to close out that position and get ready for you to score. But the Portland Trailblazers, they've been executing. They've been getting great shots, and even when they don't, they knocking them down. So the shooting has been the biggest difference. OKC just can't make shots outside of the paint, and I didn't think it would be as bad as it is right now. But they're gonna have to figure something out, because if they lose Game 3, this series is over. They're not coming back from a 3-0 deficit, and this is pressure now. They have to go out there and leave it all on the line. Westbrook going to have to play significantly better. Paul George was good in Game 2, but they're going to need him to do even more if they want to win this series, because they don't have enough people making shots. They don't have enough people contributing. I can see if they struggled and Schroeder or somebody had a huge game, but we haven't seen that. We've seen it from the Blazers, but we're not seeing it from the Thunder. Nobody outside of Paul George has really took that next step and stepped up and really tried to go in and help this team win. And that's what we've seen all season. Paul George, when he was hot, they was unbeatable. They was unstoppable. Soon as he started to slow down, they became an okay team. And that's the whole point of an MVP. An MVP raises his teammates and raises his play. And Paul George, with his shoulder injury, he hasn't been able to do that offensively, and I feel like he has took a little step back defensively. And you don't need that to happen. You're already not that much better than Portland. If not, you're on the same level as Portland or a little below. You need to do more. And I don't think the Thunder have played like that. I haven't seen the urgency. I haven't seen the fight. I haven't seen them really focus in and lock in like I thought they would coming into the series. Because they came into the series playing bad to okay basketball. So you would think that they have a different mindset, knowing that it's the playoffs, knowing that they haven't won a playoff series as a duo, and knowing that they have so much to prove as a duo. And I think that them losing in the first round again, and the fact that they haven't even won one game yet, just shows you that they have a long way to go to really be serious championship contenders. And that's unfortunate, because they one of the highest paid teams. This team is damn near over the luxury cap, and they're going to struggle to be able to maneuver this roster around. You have to give credit to Sam Presti for putting talent. They built a decent roster for Russ and Paul George, and they played well, but they still didn't win 50 games, and they might not even get out of the first round. So that is let you know that next year the NBA is going to get tougher. Teams going to make more moves, more talent is going to come in, and what is Russ and Paul George going to do as the NBA continues to get better? And they don't really have that much room to get better, considering their salary cap position right now. They struggle getting rid of Carmelo Anthony. Just imagine getting rid of some of these other players to make them better. So they got some decent players on that bench, like Schroeder, obviously Nerlens Noel, and guys of that nature, but they still showing that they don't have enough. But I really want to see how OKC is going to handle this. They're down 0-2 in a must-win Game 3. At the end of the day, I want to see if OKC is going to go out there fighting, if they're going to go out there trying to get the crowd behind them and just trying to go right at their throat, or is they going to just go out there and just try to play cool and try to win the game naturally. I really want to see how they're going to approach this game. I really want to see how this game is going to turn out from the first and second quarter. If they're going to come out trying to blow them out, they're going to come out with a lot of fight. Is they going to come out trying to get them, or is they going to come out and try to play it like a regular game like they've been doing in the first two? You have to have some type of urgency. You have to have more passion, and you have to care more. And it's kind of crazy, because that's the compliments they all give to Westbrook, but I haven't really been seeing it. Plus, he hasn't really been able to make shots, and he's turning over the ball. So it's just tough to watch a lot of these games and seeing how bad OKC can really be when Russell is not going. If he's really the heartbeat of this team, if he's really the heart and soul of this team, then they have some type of heart disease, because he just haven't been able to knock down shots and play great defense. And his playmaking and his triple-double ability is still there, but he has to do more offensively. He has to do more defensively and take his game to another level, considering that Paul George isn't healthy and nobody else is really giving enough to really take them to that next level of being the contender that we thought they could be coming into this season, adding a new bench and getting more better role players like Jeremy Grant and Schroeder and obviously Nerlens and other people. So I really want to see the resiliency. I want to see how they handle diversity, and I really want to see how they come out in this game 3, because this series could very well be over tomorrow. Because I don't really see nobody coming back from the 3-0 hole, especially the way Portland coming out. They playing like a playoff team. They're playing like a number 3 seed, and they playing together. And I haven't really seen nobody step up and really try to help the Thunder go in the right direction, which is unfortunate because it is the playoffs. And this is the thing that this duo hasn't really proved that they can win and go in a deep ride in the playoffs. So OKC got a lot of things riding. Like I said, when the series started, both of these teams are really trying to improve. Both of these teams are trying to keep their core and their duos intact. But if the Thunder continue to prove that Paul George and Russell isn't good enough to win together, then what is they playing together for? You add Grant, you re-sign him, you give Terrence Ferguson more minutes because you don't have Robertson. You still have Markieff Morris, who hasn't really fit or played that well with this roster. You need somebody to give you that X factor numbers. You need somebody to really step up, and I don't really know who it's going to be. And it should be Schroeder, but other than that, I don't really know who is going to really be for this team. So it's just frustrating to watch this team, and I really want to know what they do if they lose this series. I really want to know what they do if they get swept by a beat up Portland team. And if that happens, that's embarrassing. Everybody was picking OKC to be the favorite, and they have a chance to go down 0-3 in game 3. So I really want to know how they go out there and play going into game 3 and how it's going to turn out for them. But let me know who you thought was going to win. Do you think Portland should have been the favorite? Do you think OKC is going to win? Do you think Paul George and OKC is overrated? They supporting cast, is it good enough? What can they do to make this team better? Add more shooting, get Andre Robertson back, or Paul George and Russell Westbrook just isn't good enough, which could be the case because they are in the Western Conference, the toughest conference in the NBA. And they are a team that finished pretty well, 6th, but people had them finishing higher coming into this season, and they disappointed in that area, in that field. So at the end of the day, I really want to see what they do. And this is going to make for a exciting game 3 because they have really a lot to lose going into game 3. And I just want to see how they handle it. So I think now this makes for a must-watch game 3, which is crazy that they already in this situation and it's only been 2 games. At least they should at least got game 1. But Portland will and Portland players like Maurice Harkless and guys stepped up and helped Dame and CJ. And I'm just seeing who's going to do that for Russ and PG. Let me know what you guys think about the series so far. Let me know who you think going to win. Do you think they're going to go home and win both games? Do you think they're going to win one game? Or do you think they're going to go get swept? Or do you think they're going to go out in 5? Or do you think that if they do lose, it's time to figure out a different way to restructure this roster around their duo of all-stars and all-NBA players, Paul George and Russell Westbrook? They have one of the best duos on paper, but they haven't really played like that for a whole season, even last year, and they haven't really played like that right now in the playoffs. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that been supporting and buying the merchandise. And thanks for everybody that continue to like and comment on YouTube. I really do love it. I really do appreciate it. And I really do need you guys to continue to do that. And I read and respond to comments. So if you feel something or you have something to say, I do read every comment. And I do comment on the ones that make the most sense because some people be writing bull and spam. At the end of the day, I make videos, playoff predictions, summer league, draft, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, even cover season previews, and I even do breakdowns, tribute breakdowns, and rookie breakdowns, and cover the rookies as well as the NBA draft, like I said, and also cover summer league. So if you love basketball, you enjoy watching it, you enjoy keeping up with it, I'm the perfect channel for you. If you like this video, check out my channel and check out the playlists and binge watch some content. I make great videos, and if you like this one, subscribe. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching them. That's why I continue to go. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, I'm gone. And let me know what you guys think going to happen in this series going into Game 3.